All right, everybody, welcome back. This is Justice. Today we're talking Made Me Smile. Let's do it. Why is everything about race? Black lives matter or all lives matter? Institutional racism exists? White privilege, fact or fiction? What can I do? Why are people angry and rioting? Why are there black ghettos? My experience with racism, unconscious racism. Ask me anything. Make yourself uncomfortable. Exactly. That's the problem. We have so many people that are just trying to stay comfortable. They don't want to actually engage in the conversation. Engage in the conversation. You might learn something. Finished product. 17 artists from different walks of life, Charlotte, North Carolina today. Black Lives Matter. And if you don't understand this, let's engage in that conversation in the comments section. Okay, let me just withdraw some cash. All right, bucko, just give me all your money and... Account balance, negative $2.69. LOL, you're broke, bro. Hey man, wanna come over and I get you some chicken nuggets or something? Yes, please. These are some real tough times, my goodness. Australia today. Naked Australian man wrestles giant python and saves his kitten. That's an awesome visual, my goodness. There was no way I was going to stand by and let it eat the kitten. The Aussies are crazy but brave individuals. In 1981, the year I was born, a pediatrician saved the life of a 3.2-pound premature baby boy by working around the clock and beating the odds to stabilize him. In 2011, the same pediatrician was pinned inside a burning vehicle after a car collision, but was saved by a paramedic who turned out to be the premature baby he saved 30 years earlier. Oh my goodness. Now that is an awesome reunion. Small puppa napping on a banana. Oh, looks like a little pig. Well, that's a tiny banana, so that tells you how tiny that freaking pup is. My dad is fully recovered from battling cooties for a month. We're glad to see he's happy and in good spirits. I told my grandma I was bisexual, and she made me this. Nice crooked rainbow, Grandma. But it's the thought that counts. BLM, way to stand in solidarity. Black Lives Matter, and be loving, man. Boys, your bodies are perfect. You don't have to be 6'2", ripped and have a six-pack to be handsome. It's okay to have a tummy or be skinny with no muscle. It's okay to be short and have acne, stretch marks, and cellulite. Y'all are handsome in your own way. Well, thank you very much, Obi. And you're beautiful. My daughter started her period on the bus ride home today, and a boy a year older than her that she doesn't really know pulled her aside and whispered in her ear that she had a stain on the back of her pants and gave her his sweater to tie around her waist so she could walk home off the bus. She said she was kind of embarrassed and originally said it's okay, but the boy insisted and told her, I have sisters, it's all good. If you are this boy's mom, I want to say thank you and that you are raising him right. We hear so many bad things about today's youth, and I wanted to share something positive. Well, I gotta clap it up for this dude. You know, I got 5 sisters, so I definitely understand where he's coming from. Good job. Nothing to see here, folks. Just the cutest little golden retriever pup with a butterfly on its nose. Oh, look at the cute little doggy. Cadbury. Dear Mr. Jones, we regret to inform you that your application for the position of Global Quality Manager has been unsuccessful. We don't normally respond to unsuccessful applicants, but in your case, we've made an exception in order to return the $5 note you attached to the reference section of your application under the line, Elizabeth, wink wink. Some notes regarding your application. Listing super secret spy work I literally can't talk about, as your previous experience won't fool anyone. In future, you might want to refrain from using sentences like, come on, let me be a part of your awesome gig you've got going on. eBay feedback isn't a relevant reference. Your attached sketch of an everlasting chocolate bar was unwarranted, absurd, and quite frankly, it scared us a little. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely, Alan Castle. I know it's a lot going on in the world right now, guys, but I just found out I'm cancer-free. That's freaking awesome, because cancer sucks mega balls. She said, I haven't been carried like this since my wedding day. Being carried by a firefighter? How many of you ladies have had this fantasy? Donut operator, my cat is cuter than yours. Fight me. Donut operator. Ha! My ruse was successful. Now I have hundreds of super cute animal pics to look at when I'm down. You stupid idiots fell right into my trap. Now this is a true cat lover. Update. I had to get my first day of chemo, but I'm still very happy since it's the best thing to do. I celebrated by getting my nose pierced, cause why not? Well, you stay positive and go in there and kick cancer's butt. I had the pleasure of sitting next to Hal on my flight back home. His daughter, Pierce, was our flight attendant who had to work over Christmas. Hal decided he would spend the holidays with her, so he is flying on each of her flights today and tomorrow around the country to spend time with his daughter for Christmas. That is freaking awesome. What a fantastic father. Wish you both a very Merry Christmas. We've been packing clothes to donate and found some of our clothes from a couple years ago. You guys are half the people that you used to be. My goodness gracious. Doing it together. That's how it should be done. When I was 6 years old, my dad told me he would give me $5 if I found a 4-leaf clover. I spent hours looking for one in my yard. Today, I was watering my new trees and saw this. My dad's no longer with us, but I yelled at the top of my lungs, "Dad, you owe me $5!" This is sad but happy. It's beautiful. Hi, Jamie. I taught my class a lesson recently about how images in the media have been digitally altered, and we discussed how these images can then have a negative impact on how people feel about themselves. I showed them some of your amazing work and how you make light of this social issue. They loved it and asked me to send you an image because they would love to see some of your handiwork firsthand. So if you have a chance, as requested by my class, please could you alter the attached image of myself and turn me into a super cool teacher? Thank you. James, the fact that you help children to consume media mindfully and selectively makes you a super cool teacher already. My work here is done. What is the kindest thing a stranger has done or said to you? Oh gosh, I can't even tell this story and not cry. I used to manage an LGBT bookstore when bookstores were still a thing. That was a long time ago. One night, a caller said he thinks he might be gay and is considering self-harm. We were not a crisis center, but as long as we were talking, he's safe, right? So I talk to this guy and I answer questions and I try to be encouraging. And I may be sounding a little frantic and I'm definitely ignoring the 4 to 5 customers in the store. And this angel of a woman puts her hand on my shoulder and asks for the phone. My turn, she says. And she, this 50-something lesbian, talks to this stranger on the phone, and a line formed behind her. Every customer in that store knows that call, knows that feeling, and every person takes a turn talking to that man. That story comforts me so much to this day. Well, that's a pretty amazing story. Off my chest. My little girl just told me she started her period. She couldn't find her mom, so she told me first. I don't want my wife to know that I knew first. I don't want to steal that moment from her. I'm just really happy my little girl trusts me enough to feel comfortable talking about her period with me. Love what matters. He calls me Dada. He's not afraid of my skin. He doesn't think I'm scary. He doesn't reject me when I kiss him. He just calls me Dada. Racism is a learned behavior, and we have to stop teaching our children the wrong things. Sincerely, a black man raising a white son in 2020. Hashtag love what matters. What was your reaction when you heard that there were no active cases of cooties in New Zealand? I did a little dance. Do a little dance. This nurse realized that the last time she met her new coworker doctor was when she cared for him years ago as a premature baby. That is awesome. I'm sure he made it a point to come back to the very hospital that she was at. Story time. Went to Allie's Donuts this morning, and after an hour of waiting in line and getting ready to pay, Sam, pictured below, jumped ahead of me and paid for the next 150 donuts for people waiting in line. Thank you, Sam. I owe you a beer. Beer and donuts? Yes, please. Man dresses in ridiculous costumes to embarrass his wife on Zoom calls. Well, I'm sure the other people on the call look forward to seeing what he's going to wear next. Dwight has lived in Brooklyn since 1970. He's playing James Brown from his laptop and a speaker for all the protesters in Prospect Heights today. Protest with a little soul. My son was having nightmares after watching The Lion King, so I painted him a portrait of me absolutely starching the evil lion. Oh, you gotta put a scar on it. It looks like you're punching Mufasa or Simba. Linda Tirado. So there's like 8 of us that lost an eye during these protests, and we're starting to find and talk to each other, and it's hilarious. 3 of us are going camping to clear our heads a bit and just process together, and God bless the internet that makes that possible. Dr. Lawfer. So I make cybernetic implants, and if any of you want a bionic eye, I'll happily make you whatever you want, custom. Well, kudos to you, Dr. L, for being so helpful, and kudos to you, Linda, and the others for being so positive. We are open Christmas Day from 12 to 2 p.m. If you are alone, pop in for a hug and a mince pie. You don't have to buy anything. We are family. Chelsea, a guy I started speaking to at the start of lockdown, picks a film with me twice a week. We watch it, he then calls me and we rate it. That's all we do. I know nothing else about him, and we don't talk about anything else, but we have watched 12 films together. Oh, this is cool. The future of dating? George Floyd's smiling daughter, 6, says Daddy changed the world. It's enough to make a grown man cry, and that's okay. Heck racism. Heck the police. I bite racists. I just found out my dad isn't really my dad. Your dad, the goose? Huh? That must have been quite a shock. She's that perfect combination of extremely judgmental and supportive. I asked my grandfather a few days ago what my grandmother was like when she was younger, and he just sent me this. This is me and Grandma about 50 years ago when we were younger. Wow, look at those legs. I'm a leg man too, Gramps. Look at those legs. She was beautiful then, and not too bad now for an old lady. Hell yeah. My son has parked his bike by this lamppost just about every day for the last year. This morning, this sticker had appeared. Absolutely made our day. People can be so brilliant. Thank you, whoever did this. She went from raising a puppy to raising a bear cub. That's like a bear wolf dog. What kind of dog is that? Upon passing away, grumpy old World War II veteran left waitress $50,000. Yes, please. And his car for always being kind to him. She looks shocked. when good customer service really pays off. Hair chalks. Arrived on time, slightly damaged the package, no damage to goods. The colors do what it says on the box, as you can see in the photograph. My granddaughter loves them. Ooh, when your mom picks you out a new outfit and keeps telling you how handsome you look in it. Mom, I think I look silly. Shower thoughts. Since dogs can't take acting lessons, anytime a dog is happy in a movie, it was also happy in real life. I play because I love it. If you're homeless or need help, take as much as you need from the case. Hashtag hopeful cases. That is nice. I like that. Respect to this guy. My autistic son says very few words, but today he said hug and then wrapped his arms around me. I only cried for about 15 minutes. Well, I can't think of a better post to end on than this one. All right, everybody, that's all we have for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it to the end, then you are awesome sauce, my friend. Let's all do our part to help Chris get to 200,000 subscribers. So like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you stay up to date by following the Snapchat and the Twitter. Until next time, justice served.